Welcome back to Factorio and SpaceX on the extremest of settings. So, it's been a long time coming, but we are about to turn on science. As you can see, I have actually implemented science labs. There are 600 fully moduled science labs here, all controlled by an on-off switch, a manual on-off switch. And we are ready to see if we can finish off space construction. Now, the way I have set this up is basically 3 requested chests at the beginning, so we minimize bot travel. In fact, it may be that all of these extra roboports, trying to think of the words, roboports are not actually necessary, given that all of the traffic is just coming to the beginning and we're daisy chaining along. Now, each of these is 20 long and there are 30 of them in total, for a total of, as I said, 600. Just before I switch science on, let's quickly check production stats. Green and red running at 10k, blue was running at 5k. It seems to have slowed off though. I might have to investigate what's going on there. Military, we always knew military wouldn't run as quickly as the others. So yeah, that's fine. And purple, well, purple I think's got plenty anyway. Yeah, purple's got plenty. What else was happening? We were getting 112,000 iron, 43,000 copper at the same time, 34k green, only 4.6k red though for now. Seems to be all that we need. Oh, and of course power. Power was the other thing that we were a bit short on. Would you believe what the main issue was? You know, up here, how you have offshore pumps. Well, I was missing these 2 sets of offshore pumps, so we could never get into the high. We could never get beyond sort of 8 gigawatts. The other thing was we were running short of. Where are they? We were running short. Not so much the uranium, but the fuel pods. So I had to reconnect up iron. If we come over here quickly, yeah, like this iron was disconnected, so I've created a new passive provider here, and a small amount of iron gets used in that process. So anyway, we're running at only half speed, unfortunately. Oh, half speed, yes. Iron in the way, 5.2 million left there. The landfill, 1.2 million before we can move the highway through it. Iron in the way too, 16 million, so still quite a bit. This copper is more or less in the way, and it still has a bit. And I've added an iron 3. Also, the stone supply, 176k. We always called it stone temp, so we knew it wasn't going to last too long, but yeah, 176k, that's not going to last at all. So I built down here a stone which has 12 million, so that should see us over a little bit better. Also, there's quite good oil there should we need it. Now, after all of that, let us see what happens. So space construction, if you recall, 96,000. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you how far through you are. Judging by that, I'd say about 40%, and we're running at half speed. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Is anything happening? Hopefully something's happening. Are we missing something? We might be missing something because we need blue as well, don't we? There goes blue down the line. When blue gets to the end of the line, it should actually start, and it has. Very good. We are now actually doing science in our mega lab. How is power? Power is a little dire. As you can see, that actually hit 10 gigawatts then. Wow. We're obviously going to need more power after this little experiment. Let's see how we're doing for bots. We are struggling a bit for bots. Are we running properly all the way down the line? It would seem so at the moment. Wow, 24 UPS. That is not great. Back to 30. That's better. Let's have a look at our production stats over a minute. Wow, red and green have actually dropped off the pace. Now they're back at 70%. This is sort of only, it's close to, well, 55% of what it's supposed to be doing. Where's purple? Oh, I guess we probably don't need purple yet. Why is blue not operating as efficiently as we need? That's the question. The only time you can find out the answer is when things are running. You don't appear to be running. What are you missing? I think we're missing electric mining drills. We might have an issue with how we build the electric mining drills. No iron gear wheels. Long periods without the gear wheels. So you provide up here. This is interesting. Oh, the fact that power is actually not always quite there doesn't help our UPS. So that's interesting. We don't have enough UPS, and my calculations were probably correct if the machine could actually maintain the speed it's supposed to, but it doesn't appear to be able to. So it may well pay us to add in a bunch of additional miners into the blue process just to ensure that that process can happen a bit better. These guys are basically back to full speed, so that is good. I think I set purple just to need 100,000, so until that drops off completely, it's not going to do too much. Let's have a look at our other stockpiles. So iron plate is fine, copper plate, it's doing okay. Stone brick is actually ahead of where we want it. Stone dropping off, perhaps. Military science pack down to 40k. This must be moving. Actually, I can even see it move, so it is moving fairly quickly, even if we are only running at half speed. We are getting action here. The continuous action? Hard to say. But yes, power is most definitely an issue. And we're not even using the purple science yet. Well, I did fear that our UPS was going to be even worse than this, so it's kind of okay. I think I'll come back out, check out the science, but clearly I need more gigawatts. Who would have thought 10 gigawatts was not enough? I'm just most curious to see that the front labs are on pretty much all the time, because that is the idea. Let's see how our supply of resources is going. We can probably look at that better just by coming up here. Actually, I'll turn off that network. So it looks like all 6 lanes of iron are being utilised. Stone is not actually a problem right at the moment, it would seem. Oh, that's because we're not topping up purple, I would guess. But that one's going into copper. There's 3 lines of iron. These guys should be coming through when they can. Interesting that it should choose that one. I kind of assumed it would choose this one. And that's actually choosing that one as well. Maybe it made up its mind a while ago. So given that there are 2 lines of iron that don't have trains at the moment, I'd suggest we don't actually have enough iron ore trains. Which seems a crazy thing to be saying, but we are needing an awful lot of iron. At this rate, we can expect to exhaust iron in the way fairly quickly, I would guess. How are you going? You're at 13k. It certainly fills up a lot faster when that's at 60k. 60, not k. But yeah, 60 updates a second. If we look at here, where is our iron ore? Let's just search on iron. Iron plate R. That is suggesting that we actually have no stockpile of iron ore at all. And yeah, we desperately need more outposts for iron ore. Very interesting. Something I couldn't really find out until we turned on science. Looks like red is pulsing on and off, which is good. It will only do that when it's close to having restocked, which it almost has. Green is almost restocked as well. Blue only operates at half the speed of these, but it should still be at 5k, and I don't think it is due to that issue. No, we're only at about half speed, so I think what we'll have to do, in addition to putting more power in, is ignore the maths. It hasn't worked entirely. My best guess in regards to why is just its mechanical, the ability to actually get gears into these machines fast enough when it's the only source of everything that's going into these machines. Actually, there's enough gears there. Yeah, this just needs more input. I wonder if I could move that. Not sure. Or that. If I could move that out of the way, we probably wouldn't be powering these if I did that. So maybe we could make an adjustment around the I'm struggling here. The miners, the electric miners, to add more requester boxes to fill them faster, because as you notice, they're working and then they're stopping, In this case, it's because of no gears, and in fact, gears is kind of struggling to get enough. Like this is more or less 1-for-1. But we've got 3 sets of resources that need to go in there, and it's just struggling to do it. How is power now? Where are we? Here we are. Power is semi-recovering actually, which is interesting, probably because red and green are sort of at that cusp of turning on and off, which should also give us some bots back, and indeed it appears to have, as things are able to turn off. As we're not actually using military science, that should catch up and eventually stop. It's only at 42,000 though, and it's got to get up to 96,000 I think it is before it will stop. So that could take a while. And yeah, this is definitely moving quite well for 96,000, so I am happy about that, at the very least. Now, what's causing this light to shine across? Not sure. It's an interesting strobe effect. How far out can I go? Is that because the labs kind of turn off and then on again? Not sure. But we are not actually consuming these at 10,000 a minute. Although you add 20% and you will get the 10k, but I actually designed it so that it should have been produce 10k and consume 10k, but actually get the benefit of 12k. But never mind. These numbers are still impressive. It's just the 2.7 that needs work. Where to start? I think I will start by heading up, and it would seem heading up rather slowly. 25 UPS. Hopefully I don't get bowled by a train as I cross here. But heading up to the nuclear area, and we will add in maybe gigawatts 11 and 12 into the mix. .30 is still playable, sort of. It's going to get worse though, so yeah. I'm not sure how much it will help to get rid of most of this, but I guess that's something I can definitely do. Right, we're almost at our nuclear site. And here we are. I can disable the landfill site that we have here for the moment. It was used to straighten out the coastline, you can see that there. If only we were going at full pace. If only all my cores could get used, and we would be going at full pace. Oh, okay, let's put our robots back in. Yes, this is, I'm running an i7, what is it, 4970, 32 gigs RAM. It's a pretty beefy computer. The chip's accelerated to over 4 gigahertz, so all that good stuff. Come on guys, we don't have time for you to muck around. Clear out all of this rubbish. The only problem with the nuclear is that we probably won't have it fully set up and running before space construction has finished, but it's definitely worth doing because not quite providing enough power is very, very, very bad for UPS with all of the beacons that we have in this factory. So how do I go about my nuclear? Which one is my nuclear? That's it there. It's a very simple setup really. Just line everything up here. It's close enough. Boom. And this is in the old base's network, which is fairly extended admittedly, but eventually over time all of this will get filled out, and with a bit of luck I'll remember to actually put the pumps in this time. In fact, do I have... no, I don't have pipe. That's a bit of a problem. There we go. Now what we need to do is get rid of these bits here. Oh, right, that goes down like that, that's right. And we need to don't really want to steal a piece off there. Do we have pipes in here? We do. Are we able to... whoops, oh, we can make one. Let's take these guys off. I need 10 pipes, so if we can actually make them, let's just make them. Save us mucking around. Just lost all my robots, it looks like. Maybe if I do that they'll come back. I doubt it somehow. But you never know. Do we have any back? Oh, we still... yeah, we only lost 20. It's not such a big deal. And over time this will build, and then we will have we'll have 11 gigawatts. But I think that's all we've got time for, so thanks for joining me. This science will no doubt finish up fairly quickly, and we can move on to the next thing, which I guess is adding in some more ion outposts. Yeah, thanks for joining me. See you next time.